Hello, people. So, I am talking about the NSAS thing today. So, let me see. I don't really know how this life thing actually works because I've never done it, and this is my first time. And I'll just like to use it to talk about something sensitive happening in my country right now, and it is the NSAS thing. First of all, there might be breaks in this thing because one of the problem of my country is we don't even have good internet, so you have to go and hang somewhere before you can even post things like that. But the great thing is that this protest that is happening, though a lot of people still do not understand what is about, a lot of people do not get what it really is about. So I'm just going to use this opportunity with my little knowledge, because I've been following it, and to tell you what it's about. See, the end SARS hashtag that it actually carries is one of our problems, but it's not all. In fact, that's not the frustration behind this protest. The main truth is the frustration behind this protest is just the bad governance. But then, like Nigeria, they have, as a Nigerian, we have been taught to, to handle things, to manage things, to, as Nigerian, we have been taught to manage things. Like our parents, when they gave birth to us, when we grew up in Nigeria, our parents made us see it that, sorry, in case you're just coming here, I can see like 4 people. I don't even know how this life thing work, to be honest. I'm just doing it, but I hope I send my message. But what I'm trying to say is the past generation before us, they made us feel like a lot of things are normal. So let me wait and see if people will come back, so that I will not just be talking. I don't know even if YouTube is gonna save this video so that people can watch. But my own pain about this end SARS thing, like I said, is it's not only about SARS that people are protesting for. The frustration behind this protest is not just about SARS, it's about bad governance. And that's the pain. So everybody going outside, and some people are just looking like, oh, if you dress properly, if you dress nice, nobody's going to harass you. So why are you shouting? Why are you angry? They don't understand the fact that it's not about SARS harassing me. It's about a policeman thinking that he has the right to shoot my friend, to shoot my neighbor, for no reason, because I don't want to give him money, or because he has profiled me without the right investigation, and he feels like he can shoot me. Then to the older generations, they made us think that everything is normal. When NEPA take light, our mom will tell us to go and on okay, before there was even gen, they will ask us to go and on touch lights. There was lamp, there was lantern then. So we got adapted to it. They took us to school. Our schools are like shithole, like just look crazy. And the ones that can afford better education took us to private schools. So we felt that all these things is normal. So a lot of people are like, oh, the youths are not protesting against bad education, these are the things we met on ground. These are what our parents also feels like is normal. Nobody is complaining about it. So we have been oppressed. Nigerians, we adapt like to anything. That's why they say if Nigerians travel abroad, like they tend to adapt more than the average person in the world, because that is what we have seen. So bad road, that's how me and my parents has been passing that road. My father knows how to to dodge the potholes. Our friends knows how to dodge the potholes. So we'll not talk. But this now, the police brutality is affecting us, because it probably didn't happen this much in the days of our parents, a lot of our parents do not really have experience with police brutality. If they actually did have experience with police brutality, we would have probably gotten used to it. But who would get used to hearing that someone just died for going to watch football? Or you will get used to someone was shot because he dressed properly. If you get used to those kind of things, then you're a terrible person. I don't know who you are, but why would you get used to something like that? So our parents didn't really go through that. And since our parents did not really go through police brutality, because a lot of them, even all these Abacha's time, all these stories we heard, life was hard, but they didn't go around saying police just shot people, police shot people, and for no reason, because you do not give them money, blah blah blah. If a police guy sees a criminal, or you think someone is a criminal, profile them the right way, take them to the station if you have to, search, and just you don't have to go through their personal informations until you can get, except you have evidence against them. But Nigerian police, they actually probably see an armed robber and think he's a Yahoo boy, and because he is ready to settle them, they will let him go, because they don't even know the difference between armed robber and Yahoo boy. They just think that everybody is the same. As long as you are looking nice, it's okay. So even an armed robber can, since he knows that, oh, this is the police strategy, will probably wear agbada self, and you will not know that he's an armed robber. And the one that is just being young, living the life, the trend that he sees now, is getting shot for no reason. So the difference is our parents did not experience police brutality in this way. So that's why I do not judge them, I do not blame them. That's why most of them would not talk about police brutality, because they didn't really go through it. They don't know how it is these days. So when you explain to a 50-year-old that you got stopped by a policeman, he slapped you because you have dreadlocks or because you have tattoo, they just look like, oh, okay, maybe you shouldn't have the tattoo. But in the olden days, our parents never told us that a policeman slapped him because he had afro. Like, at least seeing our forefathers, Orunmila and all those people, they were not wearing boot cuts. They didn't have afro on their heads with all the pictures we saw. So afro is also westernized thing. You wearing boot cuts that our fathers wore, that they wore, westernized things. So when you were also doing it to be in trend. So you can't blame the youth, because the trend of the western world is for you to have dreadlocks, is for you to have tattoos. If not, if our parents also have not gone with the wearing of boot cuts, baggies, we wouldn't have gone with the trend, continue the trend of wearing. So sorry for the network cut. If my parents or our parents, our elder ones, we saw them, if they kept the trend of Ankara in check, the adire, the lace, we would have continued to dress that way. We would have continued to modernize our fashion. But you guys were the one that brought it. So now you will blame the youth that, oh, the youth are using dreads. If we didn't see people doing it, we would not do it. And that's why it's always painful to me. I call a lot of older people hypocrites, because you started this thing. As a child, you're going to follow the footsteps of the things you see in your house. Though peer pressure also applies, but those peer groups, they were also formed by what they saw in their house. So people don't just start and get idea. This protest that started, it's not just about someone just carried the placard. Someone initiated it. Someone opened up his frustration, and other people were like, I feel the same way like this person. Nigeria is messing me up. Nigeria makes, I don't even want to explain how this country make you feel as a young person. Nigeria makes you feel like a failure. You will literally think all your problem is spiritual, because it doesn't look physical again. Other people, we watch movie, even if we have not traveled abroad, we watch movie, we see that people you know, you get to an office, if you have your credentials, if you have the right education, you can get a new job. So I studied out hard in school to get the good grades, and I keep applying for job every day for like a whole year, and you don't get the job. Would you think what is wrong with you is physical? So Nigeria will make you feel like God is even a joke. You will pray, you will fast, and you know your prayers do not get answered because you feel like your prayers do not get answered, not knowing that it's some group of people that are just hindering your success. You do everything they ask us to do. You ask us to go to school, we go to school, we graduated, we did. Our parents are complaining, or the older generations are saying, oh, these young ones, they started to do a lot of things, a lot of bad things. Though I do not support cybercrime in any way. I used to tell people that you don't do it, to be honest. So I do not even justify that. But what I'm going to say is, I remember like my dad's friend or my dad, maybe they said immediately they got into school, they got a job, or the government started to pay them. The government does not pay me until I go for service, and when I go for service they pay me 15,000 naira. Okay, now they have increased it to 30 or 18,000 naira. 18,000 naira is not even enough for you to, for transportation to go to where you are going, and you expect me to save from that 18,000 for the to better my life. A lot of people, it doesn't work that way for them, so people have to also, you can imagine why it's painful for me, why I'm so much in support of EndSARS. I am a YouTuber now, by God's grace. When you people get to love me and keep watching my video and support me, I'll probably, it's not even I'll get paid in dollars, you know, convert it to naira, and I can afford, because I'm already, this YouTube I'm doing, I'm creating an employment for myself. I go out in the sun to film, I fuel my car, I would pay a driver. I've invested a lot of money into doing this content I do, because I'm creating employment for myself in something that I like to do. But Nigerian police does not even understand. It does not even know what, maybe YouTube pays people. So when I now start to get paid, and I can afford to buy a car, dress properly, dress well, and I go out on the road and a policeman just stop me and say, okay, what do you do, blah blah blah. I might even, he might not even allow me to explain myself before he just shoots me in the head. Before he does, and maybe he's not getting what I'm saying, and he's like, okay, oh yeah, auntie, drop something. I'm like, I can't drop anything. I'm not a fraudster. I have a legit work. And before you start to show him your phone and he sees that is when a Nigerian police, I think they just need sensitization and reform, because when Nigerian police just see any transaction in dollars on a young person's phone between age 18 to like 40, you are done, like you are in trouble. He does not even want to know what's happening. It just feels like it's fraud. There are a lot of tech guys, there are a lot of people that does things online. There are a lot of ways you can get paid online. These guys, these tech guys that just sold half of their business, look at how much they made in 5 years. Fort Oil has been selling, as much as we say, oh, there is oil, there is money inside oil. That's what Fort Oil made in 20 years. Someone made it in 5 years. And that's just part of his business. They did not even sell the whole thing. So I think the Nigerian police need to be sensitized, retrained, all of them, because a lot of them don't even know about online business and all that. So that's another thing. So the EndSARS protest, if you see videos and you see how they maltreat people, they drag people. SARS has not maltreated. They don't. Why would you maltreat? If you stop me on the road, I'll show you my ID card. I have a job, and I don't even, for some reason, but they will still ask you that, madam, tip us, madam, do this, do that. Okay, we tip you and I go. But then SARS, they are shooting my friends, they are shooting my neighbor, they are shooting my brothers and my sisters. And how does that make sense? I can't feel comfortable with SARS with hearing death of people. Yeah, the problem is not about SARS, and that's what I'm saying. It's about the bad governance. So the NSAS, the SARS name, the hashtag, I think that's what is confusing a lot of people, because they feel like, oh, it's just this youth that wants to be, that wants to, that wants to do what they want, that wants to justify dressing anyhow, that are protesting for this thing. But if you follow deep into it, you will know that it's not about SARS anymore. It's about protesting and telling your story, telling the truth, and just showing that you're angry with the government. And that's what's happening. Everybody's no Nigerian will say, except if you are in the Senate, or you're a president, or you're a governor, or you're chopping politicians money. Yeah, you might say Nigeria is good. But if you're a civil servant, an entrepreneur, a youth, you are young, you are a student, and you're in Nigeria, I am very sure you cannot say Nigeria is good, Nigeria has made you happy. So the NSAS protest is not about just the police brutality. It's about reforming the whole damn government, because they have failed us. And believe me, a lot of people are thinking that this protest is just child's play, it's not working. Oh, this government officials, they are actually feeling it. They might act like, oh, it's not affecting them, but it's affecting, because nobody even knows what's the next thing that is going to happen. Nobody, not even us that is protesting, nobody knows. Everybody now is, every Nigerian is lending their voice, they are lending their skills, they are lending their, their expertise in a lot of things. We're seeing doctors, because they don't have job now. If you are in the hospital and you have a job, pharmacist, would you be outside protesting? We know how hectic working as a doctor is. You have to do shifts, so a lot of them would not even have job to do. I have doctor friends that are actually out, that they are the ones in the ambulance that are helping the protesters. They are my friends that have not been able to go to service, or they have not been able, they don't have a job. There is a lot of Nigerian youth doctors out there protesting, saving lives, because they don't have a job. If they actually had a job, they would probably not be on the protest ground. So the government played itself. Like I said, if ASU was not on strike, look at since how long ASU has been striking. Since before they born me, since my sisters has been going to university. That's why I went to private university. My father decided to send all my 3 sisters went to public university. But because of ASU strike, and my father knew that I was going to retire, I think in 2 or 3 years, when I was going to enter 100 level, and my father was like, hey, if I send you to public university, this strike might make your 4 years turn to 6 years, and it is going to be long for me, because I will have to be paying school fees and all this one. Let me just manage and squeeze from the civil servant salary I earn, send you to a private university, so that you finish what you want to do in 4 years, so that I can rest and know that I am retired. You can imagine that. I wish to actually go to a public university, but at the end of the day, I'm even grateful that I went to a private one. So imagine, because of ASU, I went to, and ASU has been striking. My sisters are pharmacists. I think they are. I graduated before my sister. My sister was my 3 years senior. She did medicine because of this stupid ASU nonsense strike. My sister did medicine. When I was in SS3, she was supposed to be in 400 or 300 level. I entered school, private university. I left my sister in the university. I finished before her. Till now that we are talking, my sister graduated 2 years ago. She has still not gone for service. She's still at home because of this nonsense ASU and public university madness. They just don't have anywhere to go. But now that we protested, youths are out there. They have decided to call off the ASU strike, and the government has agreed to pay like 30 billion. This is what these ASU people, these professors, the doctors, the older people, because most of the lecturers in these public universities are way older than 40 to 50. You keep going on strike, affecting the students' life, even though you will still be collecting your salary. Instead of you to have gone outside, carry placard and protest, You will not protest. You people, you are so lazy. Sorry to say, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it is not fair. When I hear about the ASU thing, I ask, when they go on strike, does the lecturers get paid? And I heard that they keep getting paid. So is the students at the detriment of the students' life? Hello, Akin. Welcome. I'm just rambling. I don't even know. Like, I'm just saying how I feel like right now, because this topic is something very, when they are on strike, they are top. They get paid. They can still feed their family, but you make someone that is supposed to spend 4 years in school spend 10 years, waste their life. And when and there are some jobs that when you want to apply, they will tell you shouldn't be more than 25, or you shouldn't be more than 26 or something. And someone that entered university at 20, you will make him wait till 27. So as at 27, he does not even get a job where he's supposed to get a job because of stupid ASU strike, and the person becomes jobless. He now starts to do a lot of bad crimes and all that. But then I just feel like, to me, I see this protest as a way of reconstructing Nigeria, and that's why I'm supporting it. So I normally do not even like to put my mouth in politics, because every time I see politics, I see the system, I see the faults in it. I don't know how people don't see it. I see the fault in it. Even though I have politician friends, I don't, you know, I don't shy away from telling them the truth, because I know that the system is messed up. And there are things that we could do, but everybody just want to chop money. Even the ones that went there with the intention of doing the right thing, when they get there and get initiated to the system, everybody just change. You change, and everybody just start to do their madness and all that. So I just want to use this my channel, to this life, to educate that the end SARS is not only about police brutality in Nigeria. It's about the reforming the old government. Yesterday there was a candle night for the people that died, and it was the most emotional thing I've seen. I've watched a lot of documentaries, about Nigeria, our heroes past. I saw those things. It touched me. But watching yesterday really, really made me feel like these people are doing something. Like, these people out there, they know what they are doing. They are not losing their focus. The NSAS was just, and when, like they said, when you have a built up anger, sometimes people do things at you will not see anything. You just look, you just keep going. But it might just be one word someone will say to you. And to be honest, like, Aki, I wish you were if you were in Nigeria right now as a youth, you feel accomplished that you went out to protest. Or me, I knew that I let them not come and arrest me, because I can't say the things that I did before. Let them not arrest me. I can't say the things that I did, but I know before, because the people that donated now, like Flutter, with this our stupid government is calling them what did they even say? They said they are helping they are helping to hate terrorists. How can you say I'm donating for protesters, for food for them, and you say they are supporting, they are funding terrorism in Nigeria? Can you imagine the madness of our government? But me, I've done my part, and I keep doing. Like, one of my friends just told me that, oh, she does not have fare to go to the protest today, and she's a doctor. I know what she does. She works. You can, in fact, just hearing myself, it sounds stupid. How can I be saying a doctor cannot have, oh my God, someone that spent almost 10 years in school? How can I say it out loud that a doctor cannot afford fare to go? Oh God, I know how much these people buy textbook, because my sister was one. Cannot afford fare to go to protest. I had to send that money, because I know how many lives, how many injuries she treated yesterday and days before. So I had to, like, it's just crazy. But if you can help in any way, if you can help educate people, this NSAS is not, even if you are not in Nigeria, you this, like they used to say, Ajole Dabile, you guys come home once in a while. If you don't come now, in the next 5 years, you might feel like coming home. How would you feel? Especially, and the funny thing is, God forbid, a lot of people that come back from abroad, that are coming out of Nigeria, because of the way you dress, because of the way, this is the way, this is normal for you there. When you come to Nigeria, you definitely get profiled. There was a girl that held that she she didn't fly the Nigerian flag at the protest. She was crying. She sat on a lion, and they asked her, "Why are you crying?" She said, when they asked her story, three of her brothers, they came back from the US or wherever, and the police profiled them without investigating, without anything. And those ones, they didn't know that it's a norm to to settle SARS people, to settle policemen. So they were arguing with them, and the police shot them, three boys, just like that. So we have to talk about this thing, because you feel like it does not affect you because, oh, I dress appropriately, I dress how I should, I dress decently, I don't, I dress decently, I don't go out at night. I should not be scared of anything, because me, like this, if it's before 7 p.m., I'm inside my house, I can't even drive at night, I will not see, I'll be blinded. And if my friends, I don't, sorry to say, but I don't have Yahoo boyfriends. I don't have people, friends that are doing scammer. If you want to be my friend, I will probably know what you are doing first before I even go out with you. So to be honest, I'm not scared of going out, but I'm still scared a little bit, because if policeman stop us and we don't have 1,000 naira or 500 naira to give, hey, all of us might end up in police station. And because what they say, you are not dressed properly. Police has harassed me one day because I was wearing a gold hair. And I asked them, like, they're like, hey, auntie, you too, why you wear this kind of hair? I was like, gold. My pastor's wife wear gold hair. Gold hair. What if I was blonde? If I was a finko, what, like, you harass people, girls that tint their hair, when people, oh God, basic human rights. I can't even tint my own hair because I live in Nigeria, because I'm 24, because I'm 25, or because I'm just young. It's a problem for you. You feel like I'm a bad person because I tint my hair. So I just want to keep saying, if people keep telling, if anybody's telling you that, oh, police, they are killing only cyber criminal, blah blah blah, or thieves and all that, it's a lie. They just, I think that the gun, sometimes when you have this authority, the thing will just be pushing you. It's just, I don't know why, but I feel like they just feel pushed. Guys, that's true. I'm just doing this live for the first time. Please, if you are here, please remember to hit the like button. Thank you, please. I think it helps with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you, Akin, for that. Thank you so much. Please remember to hit the like button. The like button. This is my first live, so I don't even know what you guys are saying, to be honest. I just know that I'm looking into my camera, I'm seeing myself, and I'm talking, and I can see that there are 6 people here. So please like this video. Please just hit on the like button. Please like this video. So like I'm saying, I'm trying to educate you. Police brutality is not only for people. If they were just doing it and helping us to eradicate the bad boys, if thieves come to my house, I want to call a policeman. I want to be able to call the police to help me. But that, you will not even see them there. Let them be robbing your house, you will not see policemen. They are nowhere to be found, because they are, in fact, the funny part is, to me, sometimes when I drive and policemen just tell me that, okay, wind down, they stop me and they ask me to wind down, and they just look at me, and the next thing they just be like, anything for us. In my head, I'm thinking, like, are these people normal? Because what if I actually had a gun in my in this car? What if, but because of the selfish 500 naira, that $2 is not even up to $1 something cents that they want to collect, they will just say, okay, go. Okay, there's difference between the police in your area, because obviously they have been seeing your car, they know you, so yeah, they should let you go. In fact, there was one day I told the policemen, they stopped me like 2 times or 3 times, and I was like, can't you see that I keep passing this road? I said, what you just did now? They will be like, where are you going? Who are you? And one day I told him, I said, see, if God forbid, if a thief come and carry my car, you people, all of you, I'm going to sue you to court. Because normally, you should, as a policeman, that this is the area you are you're positioned to be. You should know almost every resident that live there. You should know my car already at least 2 times. By the time you see me, you have asked me. I told you I just moved there. The second day, the same police guy, maybe like 3 days after, you stopped me. Who are you? Where are you going? I said, you saw me last week. I told you blah blah blah. The third time, the fourth time, I told him that means you people, you are clueless. You don't even, it's just to collect money. Because if someone else drives my car now, as a policeman, you're supposed to stop the person that you are not the owner of this car. Wow. Can you imagine? God, which do they have any GPS tracking device? They don't know any. But if it is to go and help you to look for, open our yansh outside. I'm just praying that, wow. I hope your dad got rescued though. Because that's actually crazy. Kidnapped. God forbid I get kidnapped. I do not have hope on Nigerian police. I do not have hope in them that they will bring the person back. If God forbid anybody have a victim of kidnapping, thank God it's fine. Because I don't even have trust in the Nigerian police. I don't. Maybe they harm me to some extent, yes. But you see, the Nigerian police, just did it. The day thieves came to my house, I'm not supposed to be saying it. Thieves came to my house when there were like 10 police guys outside. Look at the audacity, the infantry, because the thieves know that they can't do anything. But well, from findings, they said maybe the person was probably in our house, like one of the sons of my neighbor. That's even a long story. But I'm in my head, I said to myself, how can like 10 armed police be outside my gate and a thief will still think that it should enter? It's like, entering into the lion's den. Does that make any sense? But yeah, it does make sense, because the policeman is sleeping safe. He does not care. And it's the truth. And that's where where people are now also saying they should, exactly, they are even the armed robbers. They are the one, when they catch armed robbers, especially these bank robbers and all that use heavy weapons, it is always the police guy, the police, that actually help them to source for all this ammunition, or the stupid ones that the government, politicians have given them during election to scatter this country is gone. But I see hope. Like tomorrow, if you're not in Nigeria, I know it sounds cliche, but then thank God for prayers. I keep telling people prayers, and you act. I tell people, like, when you want God to bless something, what's He going to bless? If we had just kept praying, things might not have gotten better. But now we have acted, we have done something. So if God even wants to bless anything, at least He will bless this protest. It will let good fruits come from it. Because so I can just say, if you're not in Nigeria and you still have feelings, you still feel bad for people at home, you could actually pray, or you could just sensitize people and also do the awareness. I know the elder generation, they are still confused because it is end SARS. Maybe if we change it to hashtag end bad governance, maybe they will come out with us and protest with us, because their silence alone is annoying to me. Really, really annoying to me. But me, I'm grateful that where I came from, my father and my mother, they are not silent. They know what is going on. They know we are fighting for bad governance. So my father and my mother will sleep, because very well they know I'm not going to cause trouble for them or my sisters or anybody. They know we cannot bring trouble home. They know on normal circumstances we are not supposed to get in trouble. But I don't just know why there are a lot of older people that I was with my friend yesterday. You see the way his mom was calling him, hey, my butter, oh, don't go out, oh, are you back home? And I was just smiling, because I was like, well, I feel you. My mother too will feel that way. And it's because Normally, I shouldn't be scared of going out to protest. We are not going to vandalize or anything. These are peaceful protests, and the Nigerian police still think, or the Nigerian government thinks, that it is right to shoot at them. That's the worst one, and the one that was really, though, is quite unfortunate that it happened. But the reaction from the people, the one that made sense to me, was the one of the when someone was shot in Delta, and the boys, the protesters, actually took him to the governor's house. So they went to drop the cops. They're like, Shebi, you have asked police to kill them. Now the government is even sponsoring hoodlums now, because they cannot lie that they are not the ones sponsoring it. No, even hoodlums they are even the one that goes through police brutality too much. So naturally, they are not even supposed to retaliate, but those ones, their life, well, is in God's hands. So it's just crazy. But yes, like you said, Mr. Alani, a lot of people do not relate to NSAS, and I see that now they are trying to change the hashtag on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, you could actually check the hashtag end bad governance. So now that is what people are pushing. Like if you see now, a lot of people are changing their hashtag to hashtag end police brutality. So this is not just about NSAS, but it was just this SARS thing that, pushed out a lot of people. It was something that dragged people out because a lot of youth relate to it. That was just the difference. And the pain of having someone you love, someone you like, a lot of people have lost their husband. If you hear stories, man, you like, even you will feel like going to just go and slap a policeman if you hear people's story. So a lot of people have actually relate to the SARS thing, especially the youth. And that was what we didn't see this coming. Nobody, yeah, hashtag end bad governance. So that's why I'm actually pushing to on Twitter, and we are trying to re-educate people now. Like this woman, Aisha Yesufu, like I really wish I am half of the woman she is, because I am someone that, hey, I don't even know. I don't think I could be that bold, but seeing a woman be that bold, and she's telling us now, she's telling the youth that, okay, they are hearing us, they are working, and to be honest, it just seems like they are not. The government house, the governors, the president, they are destabilized. They are just trying to act like everything is okay. Things are happening. A lot of people now, like, they are canceling flights. Abuja now has cancelled all flights because there's no road to even pass. So it's affecting people. These people are taxpayers. There are a lot of, businesses that, like toll gates now. It's Mr. Uncle Tinubu's money now. And there's no how he will now be having headache. Do you know how much he makes per day on that toll gate? He will have headache. And hopefully, I hope, well, let me not say anything bad about anybody. I'm not trying to call anybody out. But like Mr. Tinubu, I know that he's having headache right now with that toll gate, because the toll gate have been blocked for like 8 days now. So they are actually feeling the heat. So this time we have to now push the narrative of end bad governance. Just reform everything, like end the whole system. Let's start all over again. Let them include people. If they don't want us youth to be leaders yet, at least let them make us assistants. Let them there are a lot of people that are special advisors. Those ones, they don't even have job. If they even advise the governor, exactly that, yeah, that Aisha Yesufu, she's my hero right now. Like, I've not seen anyone that have done, and I know that there are going to be days that she'll feel scared for her life. And well, Nigerian government even know they cannot do anything to her, because right now they know that right now I just pray nothing bad happens to her, and God continue to give her the strength to keep talking. She has always been that way. I've always been following her before, and seeing that people now go and check her. She's